Oftentimes we can get confused, us pianists, when we're starting off getting from one chord to another, even a chord to an inversion. So we got to work on hand shapes, we got to be patient and slow it down. In this video, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to provide a lesson where we're going to do it with the right hand, left hand, and then both hands. Each exercise will be in 3 sets. Each exercise will change with different rhythms, and if you know these inversions, you might want to check out the video anyway, because I'm giving some important tips that you can start working on to build your musicality. So hello everyone, I'm Jim, welcome to Grassroots Piano. If you're interested in my content, you like what I do, please consider subscribing, because then it helps the channel, and I also help you out because then I know how to provide knowledge for my wonderful audience. Thank you. By the way, I have a value pack PDF where it's in the key of C, that's what we're going to do today, and also the key of F, so you want to take advantage of that. Let's begin. Alright, so pretty simple here. If you know the C chord and the inversions, great. If you want to stick around for another few seconds, that'd be great, because I'm going to give some tips you might not know. So we have our root, and then our hand shape changes to the first inversion. We're thinking 1, 2, 5. And then we go to the second inversion. And the play along, you'll have some drums, and the tempo will be not too quick, but you want to lock it in. And then we go back to the top here, and then back down. All right, so tip number 1, can you play these inversions like you're looking at music and you are not staring at your hands? You're not going back and forth, back and forth. That's good. If you notice, I'm going to exaggerate a little bit, when I'm playing the inversion, see how my hands are kind of grazing over the raised keys? That's helped me orientating where to play. So we want to think of this phrase, place and play. So we have our right hand, I'm getting ready to place it, and then I go ahead and play. If you get that down really well, and I'm trying to teach in a very simple way, because when you start adding more to the fingers in the music, if you will, you need to have this down so it's second nature. Left hand, similar. I am looking at the music, first inversion, second inversion. I'm not looking down at the keys because I'm placing and playing. I can feel the raised keys. Don't worry, if this is too tricky for you, you can take your time to get the right fingering. The third exercise is both hands, and that's the pattern. We'll do our right, left, and both hands. Quick time-saving tip, if you need to, if your left hand needs a bit more work, just start off with the left hand. Here we are with both hands. I'm going to play, and right away, learners get confused fairly quickly because they have this hand, these fingers playing this inversion, this hand, these fingers playing this inversion. Well, like I said earlier, the right hand changes the hand shape right away. So you might want to think about focusing on the right hand and then left. Another tip when you're playing, if you think you can do this fairly well, avoid the splat. So sometimes we kind of play and then we'll have this bit. You don't, I'm exaggerating, that's what we do as teachers. You want to really try to hear your sound evenly. And then after the second inversion, we go to the top and then back down. And guess what? Some of you know this, but are you tensing up? Is your pinky going up? That's a sign of, sometimes, a sign of tension. And listen to your sound. Make sure both hands are even in this exercise. Going to the next exercise with the right hand, we're playing the chords broken. And as you can see on the screen, I have a rest there, and that's when I am placing to play. 3 and 4 and to the top and. You can play that as a half note and work on some pedal work as well. If you'd like, just think about you're internalizing and you're moving at a relaxed manner. We ever see pianists when they're playing, they're really relaxed, they're guiding their hand, they know to float above the keys, and everything is aligned, meaning your hand, wrist, and elbow. Important stuff. Then the next exercise, left hand, same thing. 4 and 4 and. So if you can get that down with ease, do what I said earlier in the lesson. See if you can play by looking at the music and just feeling the inversions. Not head at music, head down keyboard. Try to avoid that. It's okay. Sometimes I use my eyes to glance a little bit, but you want to be able to try to really get to know the keyboard. And then we have both hands. Similar before, I'm going to focus on the right. And that was focusing on the left. And that's the pattern throughout. If you watch the hand shapes, we have this. Focus on the right because it's the 1 and 2. focus on the left because now it's the 5, 2, and 1. And for the newer learners, if you need to play this, slow it down, and even play out of time for a bit to make sure that you are calm, you are getting the right notes and fingerings, that's great. Just be honest with yourself. You want to get to a point where you're playing this in time. That's important. We have 2 more exercises, and this exercise doesn't look too hard, but the duration, is it shorter or quicker? It is shorter. That's right, the half notes here instead of whole notes. And you want to be able to make sure that you're doing the same thing, you're not splatting, and then you go back down, by the way, and you are also getting the hand shapes correctly. If the play along is too tricky, you can just come back to that when you're ready, no biggie. All right, the last exercise. What we have here is just alternating between the root, the left hand, and the root in the right hand. And then first inversion, okay? If you haven't done this before, it might feel a little strange. And again, it's all benefiting you to know the keyboard. All right, the big takeaway in this lesson is place and play. Think about where your fingers are going on the keyboard. Be consistent with your fingerings, especially in this exercise. If you're getting confused with the fingerings, I recommend slowing it down. When we get confused, we are going to be creating roadblocks as far as internalizing the music, the rhythm, and everything else. But definitely check out the play along so it's a good example. If you wish, play along with me. Most importantly, what exercises help you when you're working on chords and coordination? Let's begin the play along.
Hey guys, so sorry to interrupt. If you're getting value out of this video, please hit the thumbs up button so it reaches other awesome people like you. Back to the lesson.
Da, 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 da. Here we go, right hand. And. Left hand, breathing in. Both hands, here we go. 3 and. Broken eighth notes. Listen to the ride cymbal. 1, 2, 4, and 1 and 2 and. Left, go, and. Two, both hands. One, two, three, half notes. 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it for you. Stay tuned because I'm going to be working on the F chord inversion, very similar exercise to this, so you can start practicing if you get that value PDF. And at a glance, I'm going to be doing some more rhythm patterns and what rhythm patterns work with certain well-known popular songs. Until next time, please take care, keep practicing.